My name is Molly, if you're just joining BBC Radio WM. Thank you ever so much for your company. It's 11:14. Now, we're talking on the show now, subscriptions. Do you subscribe? Are you a member of a gym, say, or maybe you do the monthly Netflix payment or a magazine subscription or something like that? It's in the news today that it could be easier to cancel subscriptions as new measures to protect consumers from so-called subscription traps have been announced by the government. So exactly what does that mean? We can find out now with BBC's business reporter, Peter Ruddock.
We've probably all seen the ads. Free trial, limited offer if you join today, just a few spots left. Some of us might even have signed up to subscriptions because of them. Now, the government is bringing in new rules. So it says people aren't left feeling they're caught in a trap, can't walk out. So what's changing? Well, from next spring, companies selling magazines or beauty boxes will have to provide clear, simple information about the contracts we're signing up to. So we're making informed decisions. We should all now benefit from a 2-week cooling off period after a discounted trial ends or after a contract renews, giving us time to avoid auto renewals, even if we miss the date, but still allowing us the right to a full or proportionate refund. It should be straightforward to cancel. Hopefully, no more having to wait for ages on the phone when you are able to sign up quickly online. Break the rules and regulators will be able to enforce things and even levy fines. There will be some exceptions. Certain charities and cultural or heritage organisations will be excluded. Ministers say this is because of their unique role in preserving and opening up the nation's history, landscapes and cultural collections. Despite that, the promise is that when these measures come into force, we could save £14 a month on average from unwanted products and services.
And nobody is going to sniff at that. 14 quid a month, yes please. Now, we've got 155 million active subscriptions held by consumers right across the UK. Almost 10 million of them believed to be unwanted. Said to producer Bernie this morning, a couple of weeks ago, I had, I've set it, well, did I even set this up? I like an old lady with my phone. I had a thing from my bank saying, you've been charged £69. I won't tell you what it was. I won't bore you with what it was, but I had a subscription taken out. And I thought, hang on a second, firstly, what? And secondly, my annual subscription for that thing wasn't up for a month. So without asking, they took the money a month early. And I emailed them about it, and they emailed back saying, oh, well, we'd have sent you an alert email saying we're about to take it. Check your spam. How often do you check your flipping spam? And I still haven't checked. But all the same, I just thought that was really naughty. And somewhere where you sign up to things, there's probably a little toggle button that says auto subscription. And it's so small and so insignificant. And it's probably on default on, which you don't want it to be. You've just got to be, really sort of careful and self-aware when you're filling out forms and subscriptions that you don't auto-renew unless you want to. So we'd love to hear from you this morning if you've got any stories like that, and if you did successfully get your money back, which it's going to be easier forthcoming as we're about to hear. But do get involved. 08081 009956. Is it too hard to cancel subscriptions? And top tips on keeping on top of them as well, so you don't get auto-subscribed if you don't want to. Let me introduce you to Scott Dixon, who's the complaints resolver. He is the person to go to on this issue. Good morning to you. Warm welcome, Scott.
Good morning, Molly. Long time no speak.
All right. Well, it's nice to be reconnected. How do we find you this Thursday?
Good. Everything's fine in sunny Edinburgh today, so no complaints here.
Good. Tip-top. Now, before we talk about the sort of what we're going to talk about in the news headlines and what's going to change, now we know each other well enough, I think, Scott, for you to open up and tell us just how many subscriptions you have yourself.
Good question. I think probably about 3 or 4 subscriptions. I'm subscribed to Readly magazine, which gives you access to the newspapers and magazines.
Oh, yes.
Just trying to think what other. Obviously, mobile phone, SIM-only contract, broadband, and I think that's about it. I live a pretty minimalist lifestyle, to be honest.
Oh. That's good. That's good, and it's pain free, because but there are people who are subscribed to 10, 15, 20 things per annum, and as we're talking about today, it can be incredibly difficult to control that and to keep on top of when these renewals come, can't it?
It can, and we have so many subscriptions now for everything from gin and food boxes to TV streaming, and it is a big problem. And subscription traps are costing UK consumers millions every month, often for services they didn't realise they had signed up for or simply forgot to cancel. And the reason this keeps happening is it's not accidental. Many of these systems are designed to rely on people forgetting. And as you mentioned, the auto-renew box that's just ticked without realising. And Citizens Advice research back in March 2024 revealed that around 10 million people had unwanted active subscriptions, and 40% auto-renewed without warning. 39% forgot to cancel after a free trial, and 25%, that's 1 in 4, were caught out by a one-off purchase turning into a subscription.
It's very easy to do, isn't it? Especially with, I better not name them, but a lot of the telly, say, subscriptions, or even the buying online subscriptions, that you get a free period. You get a month's trial, a 3 months trial, and then in very tiny, weeny letters it says underneath, then you will be subscribed for $8.99, whatever it might be a month. It's so easy to forget that deadline.
It is, and the Digital Markets Competition and Consumers Act 2024 is the new consumer law that deals with subscription traps, but companies must already provide clear upfront information, and this falls under the Consumer Rights Act 2015. So in your case, I would push back and say, my statutory rights under the Consumer Rights Act 2015, you must provide clear upfront information. You clearly didn't do so in this instance. And push back and say, breach of contract. I did not sign up for this. I want my money back.
With my case, I thought it was really naughty they took the money. I hadn't even thought about renewing. I knew the renewal was up. It's the 16th of April. I knew it was forthcoming. I hadn't bothered doing anything about it because there's always deals online. So I wasn't going to auto-subscribe. Well, I didn't realise I even flipping was. Because there's always deals online where you can get 20 quid off a renewal. They shouldn't have taken it a month early, surely. But my stupidity, I must have had it toggled on. Well, default, it was already toggled on and I didn't toggle it off for the auto renew. I find that a little bit deceptive that it's on auto renew unless you take it off. Surely it should be the other way around.
It is deceptive, and you're right. It should be the other way around, and it's sneaky. And I would escalate it as a formal complaint and say, I wasn't given clear upfront information that this would auto renew, and relying on key terms hidden in the small print can make the contract unenforceable. And say that under the Consumer Rights Act 2015.
Wait, hang on, let me write that down. Consumer Act 2015. Right, just so I can say that back to them. But also, when they come back with, oh, well, we told you about it, we emailed, it's probably in spam, so many things go into spam. I wonder if some companies rely on the fact that, that's their comeback. Well, we told you, but,
Well, I would push back on that and say, prove it. Provide me with a copy of the email that you sent and challenge it as an unfair and misleading term, because this was not a key term that was made clear to you when you entered into the contract. And under the Consumer Rights Act 2015, that can make the contract unenforceable.
I wonder if also these great big companies think, people can't be bothered, which I've got to hold my hands up, Scott. I haven't, because, it's, I could have probably got it 19 quid cheaper. And I think, it's 19 quid. It's not worth 2 hours of my time. And being on a call centre, flipping hold, line, listening to music. I don't want to be that stressed. I'll let it go. But do you imagine 19 times a million people? That's 19 million pounds.
I know.
But do you know what I mean? It soon adds up, doesn't it? I wonder if they rely on us not being bothered.
Well, they do, and they just rely on us on inertia, and just the fact that we lead busy lives and we just can't be bothered. And we need to be more proactive, and we can't let firms off the hook on it. So my advice, if you want to cancel an unwanted subscription, cancel direct with the company and do it in writing so you've got proof. And now's the time to audit your bank card and mobile phone bills and statements, because price rises usually kick in April each year. And look for vague or unfamiliar payment descriptions. And if you don't recognise a payment, don't ignore it, because that's exactly what they're hoping you'll do.
Yeah. Well, it's not just you and I, and I know it's not you and I griping, and I know there'll be so many people looking at the radio in the car, in the corner of the kitchen, wherever we're on, nodding. It's not just us. This has been elevated to government level. There's been a government consultation about this.
Yeah, this has been going on for years, Molly, and this goes back to 2023, would you believe? And it's finally, coming to the fore now. And even it's going to be from spring 2027, additional rules will come into force, including mandatory reminder notifications before free trials or auto renewals. And my advice in the interim is set reminders for free trials the moment you sign up to cancel. So, and make sure you untick the auto renew box. And yeah, we've got to be more proactive and don't let them off the hook with, unfair treatment, really.
That's really, really good that forthcoming we've got these new measures. So protecting us consumers from these, are we calling them subscription traps?
Yeah, we are. That's what they are, subscription traps. And it's costing consumers a lot of money. And every penny counts, more than ever now.
Oh, gosh, doesn't it? And we all like to think, well, we all are nobody's fool. Don't let them fool us. And just be more aware is the message, I guess.
Yeah, and subscriptions to apps can even be charged by your mobile phone bills, which many people don't realise as well. So make sure you check your mobile phone bill.
Say that again.
Subscriptions to apps can even be charged by your mobile phone bills.
Oh, can they?
And many people don't realise that. So that's another thing to watch out for as well.
Oh, gosh. Oh, it is complex. But knowledge, what is it? Forewarned is forearmed. Knowledge is power.
That's right. Knowledge is power.
Thank goodness we've got you on our side, Scott Dixon.
Yeah, and that's what I'm here for, Molly, and to raise awareness of consumer rights, because like I say it week in, week out, we're just taken for a bunch of mugs in this country, and we have some of the best consumer laws in the world, but we just don't realise what we're entitled to and how to enforce our consumer rights.
How do people get involved with you, in touch with you, and all your advice, Scott?
My website's all the W's, thecomplaintsresolver.co.uk, and I've just updated a blog on this, and so you'll be able to find that online with all the information that you need.
Smashing. What are you doing for Easter? You got anything planned over the forthcoming few days?
Nothing planned. It's not, the weather forecast isn't too great up here in Scotland over Easter.
Isn't it?
No, it's forecast quite stormy, so no plans. I think the weather's going to be a bit better down your way. So, what about you? Have you got any plans yourself? Or?
I'm having a look. Hang on. Rain all day tomorrow. Oh God. Then gusty winds on Saturday, but Sunday looks nice here. I'm here. Yeah. I'm going to be here for the next 4 days, Scott. Woohoo! So that's exciting.
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah. You. No, it really is. I am very lucky to be here for the next 4 days. Yeah. Anyway, you and I will catch up soon. Thank you as always for
pleasure, Molly.
For being the voice of information. Speak to you soon, Scott. Thanking you.
Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Bye.